Here we go, people. Here we go.
Jello! I snap my fingers, but I could never do that.
Huh?
I would snap my fingers, but something I could never do because my muscles are wrong.
Yeah, it hurts my hands to do that too. Oh, all right. Hey, Margie. Margie's first one in.
Of course.
Hey, Linda. Linda's right there too. Awesome. Hi, Tabitha. Welcome. Good to have you. Answer to the Jumpstart question. A whole lot of stuff. Too much stuff, Linda says. Laura, a mess. A slightly less messy mess. A stack of things I totally remember why I put in a stack. Glue, scissors. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Mine is a mess and a bigger mess and an even bigger mess, as well as a bunch of huge messes. Oh, my goodness.
Hi, Sylvia. I'm glad you could join us.
Oh, hi, Sylvia. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. So let me tell you what I was thinking. You know, we usually do something new, and on Monday Jumpstart, we experiment with something, we play with something, figure something out, try something new. I try something and make a mess, so you guys don't have to. We've been doing a lot of that lately, and both of my desks are full of stuff everywhere. And little bits and pieces and bobs. And of course, there's stuff on the floor because it falls off. And I wait until I have to have it to pick it up because it hurts. And, you know, every surface around me where I could just put stuff into a little dish and then set it over there and set it over there. And anything piled by me, it's all there. So I figured yours was probably like that too. So I thought I really need to do something about this. And Saturday night, Laura, Witchy Laura, is coming on with us, and we're going to make a steampunk journal to put into our altered books and my altered box, and my box isn't finished. So, and I was just telling Glynis, this might be the busiest week of the year for me. So, there's just a lot going on. So I thought, you know, if I've got all this stuff sitting here, I'll bet everybody else does too. How about we just hang out and chat, and we work on either an unfinished project, everybody has one, or we gather up some stuff on our desk and we just get creative and make something to use it and get it out of the way. I assumed everybody else would have something sitting around too to do that with. And it sounds like that's right. That's true. Looks like I have a pretty big delay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have almost 9-second delay to YouTube. Wow.
Laura, I'm not going to even address your comment.
What'd she say?
It's a groaner.
Okay, hang on. All the new things bought. All things new bought over the weekend. Woo! So Tabitha's got new things to play with and new things to put away. Well, now you tell me I don't have to make a mess a bit late. Oh, you have to make a mess, Margie. But now we have one time where we just kind of work on our mess. We don't make them because we have to. It's just an inevitable byproduct of having fun. Exactly. That's exactly it. And we don't worry about the mess because we're having fun. We're making stuff. We're enjoying it. The mess just comes along with it. And we know it's going to. So we don't worry about it. We know we'll take care of it when we need to take care of it. I totally agree. Hi, KK. If we combined regular punk with steampunk, would we be adding spikes and mohawks? Oh, that's actually, spikes and mohawks could go in with steampunk, don't you think?
No.
Okay, it is Monday. Monday keeps happening. I don't know why. I'm with you. I don't know why. So, first thing, I must have accidentally unplugged one of my lights over here. So let me see if I can get hold of the strip. and get it plugged back in. Where is it? Let's see. That one's that one. That one's that one. That one doesn't need to be plugged in. So, oops, not that one. Not that one. Where is the end of that?
The gremlins took it.
They did. It's
Or
one.
Margie took it.
This is still in the plug, and the plug is out. So now I got to find the end of it in the mess of all this stuff. Oh, there it is. Oh, let's see if I can get to it. Oh my goodness. All right, so that does go to that. From that to that.
Margie says, "Oh my gosh, how many lights do you have, woman?"
Oh my goodness. Well, I have 3, and I don't always have them all directly on the desk because they reflect off of different surfaces and I hate those reflections on the desk. And I don't think my light situation is good. That's the one thing I'm really not happy with here. This setup is the light situation. I'd get rid of all these for one light that would look right. There we go. That's a little bit better light. Okay. Now, can somebody tell me where my box is? City lights, desk lights, highlights. All right. Here's my box. I've been hiding the box because I didn't want Doug to see it yet. Creative mess. It's mine to bemoan or relish. That's right, Sylvia. Which desk? They're all covered, right, KK? I've got to find my closures. I haven't even found my closures yet. So this closed, and now it pulled up a little paper there. So now I've just got to put some stuff over it to make it. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. If I know anything about YouTubing, never enough. It's like carpenters and clamps, or Margie's and paper clips. Yep. That's exactly it. And every time we're looking for a paper clip, we think of Margie, right? When you can't find one, you just holler out, Margie! Paper clip.
Why don't you put it on yourself while you're looking at that box?
Put it on myself?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean on my desk? I'm like, I don't want to put it on myself today. There we go. Yeah, okay, so this is my box thus far. My cigar box, altered. I can tell anywhere where there's a little bit of shine from the color, the media that I put on it. I went back afterwards and put these on to reinforce the hinge. I might put some hinges on it just to look like hinges. So I've got to put some media over that because they're just nice and bright, glossy, sticking out. And gosh, it almost feels like there should be something over the top of them. They're just 2 side by side. And I do kind of like the bottom. Yeah, and so I reinforced in here because it was starting to kind of pull away. And then it closed and it pulled up. Even after a day of drying, it pulled up some of this paper. So I'm just going to cover that with some of these. No, I might try all of these. Let's find out here. Some of these Stamperia vintage patinas. Let me put some of them down here. I like the dark blue would probably go well. The rust, definitely. The patina. I've been using those on it anyway. So Glynis is what? Fussy cutting, and
I'm getting signatures ready for a journal, and I'm fussy cutting, and
nice.
I also, as they dry, I'm putting stickle dots on a folio I'm working on.
Nice.
Those are my 3 projects that I can take turns with.
Back and forth to whatever fills at the moment.
Yeah, and depends on what's dry at the moment.
Yeah. Couple different shapes of older paper clips, not the ones that are like hearts or animals, but a triangle one and one with 2 loops. Hey, Dawn. Welcome, welcome. Dawn, pull out an unfinished project or just reach around and grab whatever is on your desk. Look, even in here, there's some little things that I can use. There's little stuff everywhere that I need to just grab and get creative with and use up. Here's another. I started another one of those altered index cards, and I altered this frame. The frame was white. I altered it and broke the legs of the brads off and then glued the brads on there. And the bicycle underneath it is a piece of washi tape. And I need to finish that. And then I've got, I think, 4 more sitting there that I haven't done that need to be finished. I've got just all kinds of little parts and pieces of everything sitting around. So let's see what we can do with some of this, what it looks like. Dark blue. I don't think I've used the dark blue yet. This might be the first time.
Yeah, I like one of the ones I like the most is that dark blue.
Yeah, this is, I like it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Keep the baby wipes close by. Aw, Laura has cute penguin ones. That is cute.
Wonder who bought those.
Okay, well, we need somebody to hold down chat too. So if you don't feel awake enough to start digging into your stuff, then that's okay. Hang here and we'll just chat away. So I know there's a lot of comments that I haven't gotten in. I didn't get in this past week at all for comments for YouTube. After I got that 700 out of prison and back to where they belong, I haven't had a chance to get through any more new comments yet, but I know that there's a bunch there, so I will. So keep hashtagging # 1000 subs, because I think, if I remember right, I think we're right about 700, right?
694.
694. Okay, so we're gonna do a big social media push coming up here real soon, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of subscribers at that time and jump right up to 1,000. And then it will be a little difficult to go back and hashtag them all. So be sure you're getting in on that now to get yourself in the drawing. Working on caffeine intake. Nice. I did pour a Diet Dr. Pepper. I have yet to drink it though. Any coherence you may sense in me is an illusion created by caffeine. I love it, Laura. I'll take that illusion. Today, I needed that illusion. Waiting for Paris Journal cover to dry. Ooh, so you can work on the inside covers. Oh, that's awesome, KK. Can't wait to see that. Okay, so now let's see. We need this to not be all the same. What made the inside stick wasn't completely dry? I guess the medium that I put, because I put more paper here and I made it go down here so that I could reinforce the closure here, because it was starting to, the lid was starting to pull away a bit, getting it all wet with all the mediums, and it just wasn't all that strong. So I put another layer on here. And I guess it closed, or I closed it, or let it close, or whatever, before it was completely dry. Yeah. And so it stuck a little bit, and then I pulled it open, and it had just pulled a little of the paper off. So no big deal. I'll just add some media on for some color, because I would be doing that anyway. So I have not done media on the inside at all. I have on the outside, just some bronze and patina and whatever. I haven't done any of that on the inside at all. And I don't know, maybe I won't. I kind of like the look, but I guess maybe I should keep it consistent. I don't know. Does anything have to be consistent? Is that a rule?
Only if you want it to be.
It's like, does anything have to be balanced? Does everything have to be consistent? Does everything have to be, what's the word? Symmetrical. Okay, we'll get some patina in there and a little bit of the rust in there. And then we'll do a little bit of the mousse, the golden bronze and things over it. Should probably take this all the way out here a bit. I noticed the sides too. The sides, yeah, so I'm going to have to make sure that it stays open until everything completely dries. I thought I better hurry and get this one done because Saturday night we're making the journals with Laura.
Julie's here too.
Hey, Julie. Good to see you.
I don't know if you noticed Toby.
I didn't see Toby. Hi, Toby. Let's see. Okay, so there's not that much, just a little bit. Just a little bit that got pulled off. I probably have to get my heat gun close by. And now see, it pulled on the inside of here too. So yeah, it just needs to be completely dry. And this is a pretty tight fitting lid. I noticed after I put all the stuff on it, it became very tight fitting. So that kind of adds to, I can see edge of paper white there, but I'll cover that up with some gold or bronze or something that I rub on there. Laura, I have to make things consistent or my brain hurts, but I'm working on being more flexible. Yeah, I do like things consistent. My brain wants to know. My brain wants to know what to expect. It's just when I'm not being consistent or this it isn't working consistently, something like this, and I'm like, well, maybe I don't have to. Don had a nice surprise last night while cleaning a messy area. Found a Christmas card from 2019 that had $50 in gift cards to Texas Roadhouse. Oh,
wonderful.
Man, love Texas Roadhouse. That's awesome. Time for a nice hunk of beef for dinner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For the little brain bits I have, which allows me to appreciate the wonky that I oftentimes produce. You know what? I've decided it doesn't even matter what I produce. If I produce it and I'm okay with it, then it's good. It served its purpose for me. And that's what's important, right? That it serves its purpose for you when you're making art.
Yes, Toby, Laura Witchy wants to know, doesn't know how to do a steampunk journal or how to do a journal. So on Saturday night, Marianne's going to do a steampunk journal that's going to fit inside the box that Laura Witchy had us made.
Yes. So yeah. So we did for 2 nights. I went on her channel and we collaborated, and she taught me how to alter the cigar box. And a lot of you altered a box too. And even if you didn't, you can still make the journal, or you can still alter a box. I had never altered a box before, and steampunk style anyway. I've covered them in paper, but so she taught me how to do that, and I'm trying to finish it. And so this Saturday, yeah, like Elena said, she's coming on our channel, and we're going to make a journal to go inside it. Everybody's box could be a different size, so you'll make a journal that will fit inside yours. And we're going to do it. Let me grab this. Hang on a second. Get a little patina down there and see if we can make it stay. Okay, well, those will get covered up. See if that'll stay open. She really likes this one. So we're going to do it in this cover style. We're going to make a cover of this kind of style. It will be a soft cover like this. And so I'll suggest that you can put one large signature in it or two like regular size signatures. And so the spine will be a little bit wider than this. This is just a piece of leather cord. If you have leather cord and you want to bind it with that, or really any kind of cord or string or whatever you want to bind it with. But she really liked this. And so we'll do it in this style. It won't look exactly like this, but in this style. And then we'll steampunk it. So you might be thinking about a stencil that you might want to use. And then this is a medium that I scraped through the stencil. And then by applying the heat tool to it, it makes it bubble up instead of letting it dry on its own. Makes it bubble up. And then some of the bubbles, if you keep going, some of the bubbles burst, some of the bubbles sink, some of them stay big. And I really like that. And that and alcohol ink. All this is medium and alcohol ink. The entire cover. And guess what it's made of? Guess what this cover is? Can you tell, Glynis?
It looks like vellum.
It feels like leather now that it's had all this stuff done to it. Oh, and then I tried some crackle paste through stencil in there, which looked cool. That'd be cool on a cover too. But yeah, it feels like oh, I see, because that's shiny. That could look like vellum. Yeah. It feels like leather. This is actually watercolor paper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but after all the treatment, though, it's just strong and sturdy and feels like leather and is super flexible, which is awesome. So I will make a bigger one that will fit in my box. So you'll want to measure the inside of your box, how wide it is, how tall it is, how wide it is, or length and width, however you want to look at it. And then I would subtract an inch, maybe not quite that much on each dimension. And if you subtract an inch, then when you put your thing in, you'll have a half an inch on each side. So maybe you subtract 3/4 of an inch or half an inch, and then you have 1/4 of an inch on each side so you can pick up your book. So then the book will fit right down in here. And then you also need to look at how deep your box is so that you know how deep or how thick you can make your book. Like I could do a hard spine book and put it in here with a couple signatures, but we're going to go ahead and do it soft cover like this. But I'm going to put a couple of signatures in and make that wider, make them larger signatures so it'll take up more space. And then I have something in mind to do inside of them. So it might be a little gator mouth. So it'll take up the space. So that's what we're doing on Saturday. And it will, I'm sure, take us 2 nights like it did to do the boxes. And I still haven't finished my box. I'm really liking one signature journals too, Sylvia. I never thought that I would. 3 signature hidden spine journals. Yes. I also like 3 signature hidden spine journals, Margie. It looks like stone paper, Dawn, doesn't it? It acts like stone paper. That was a very good guess because it feels like stone paper. And it's not. It's watercolor paper. So you can treat the paper to turn it into all kinds of stuff. Sylvia, I know it takes a while, doesn't it? I still feel that. I worked all the way through COVID and didn't really take any time just to completely rest. And I think I'm feeling it.
You never take time to completely rest.
But at this point, there's no time to completely rest until December. Debbie, hi, Debbie. The live on Saturday night is 6 o'clock. Mountain time. So that's 5 Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern. Sylvia, that story is this. I was making this little tiny journal out of the cards, out of this romance pack, and I made it a hard spine and was thinking about how to put the journals in. And Margie said, I like a hidden spine. So, it's harder to do on a little tiny journal than it is on the bigger ones. But yeah, it took me forever. And I put this little hidden spine in this mini journal. Still haven't finished it. Still haven't gotten out jump rings. I want to put a black jump ring on here and then put a dangle. And I want to put some little dangles on here. And, maybe a few little decorations in it. I did put a few. I put one of those... I forgot what we called them. Those little pockets that folded onto themselves. They were so cute. I put one of those in there because I made it out of a scrap of this. And I thought I put something else. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I made it and didn't put it in. Oh, maybe I'll just decorate the whole thing. I love minis. Love it. Yeah, the Wii. December. Yeah. There is no time to rest until December. And that's probably because I'll have surgery in December and be forced. Lurking and listening. That's okay, Debbie. But I did hear Laura's Steampunk Lives and want to be sure to do this. Yes. Okay. Yeah, no, we'd love to have you, Debbie, for sure. And any of you who weren't at those lives, then you definitely want to watch them, how we did the altered boxes. They're still there, and I did not go get them yet. I got off the live and completely forgot to go get them and link them to Happy Paper People so you can get them here. So I need to do that. I need to write that down or I'll forget again. All right. Here we go. Link Laura's Lives to HPP. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring them over here. Who wants to do things the easy way, right? Yeah, right. But this is, yeah. Yeah. There are lots of ways to do it easier. But, Margie didn't want me to have easier. And it's okay, because I love a hidden spine, too. All right, so let's see. I need to do some smearing in like I did on the outside. I did use that vintage and that patina, or the rust on the patina. And I probably used those. I probably used some of this mousse. I need to get to gluing stuff on the top and decorate it. That's what I need to do. I don't think I used any of that gold. I don't know. Might have used a little bit of this, though. Oh, I definitely used... Where did they go? I definitely used these new Glamour pastes. I remember doing that. At least the ancient pink and the turquoise. All right, so the starting of it is always the hardest part. Once I'm rubbing stuff on it, no big deal, just keep going. But I didn't even bring any water in here. Well, that's not very smart. All right, this mousse is old and now it's dry. I'm going to need to put some water in that and let it soak. Because I didn't bring any water in to stick my finger in. Why buy something for $5 when you can spend $500 to get the supplies to make it yourself? Right? Because it's so much more fun to do the shopping and do the making. And then you have the pride of having made it yourself. Yeah, you've all seen that meme going around that says, my worst fear is that my husband, if I die, my husband will sell my craft supplies for what I told him they cost.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't even ask anymore. it's all, they're all, do you really need them until he's making something and he says, do you have anything that will do this? Yeah, of course I do. And he gets something, he's like, wow, that's cool. So yeah, he doesn't mind, because he'll either get the benefit of it when I make him something, or he'll be making something and need something, and I'll have something that'll do that. A little bit of this. Ooh, that was a little much right there. Can't get in there with my fingers. I'd have to use a brush. A little much right there, but I can go over it. The joy of the supply hunt cannot be denied. That is true. It is true. Exactly. I have to put my heart in my work, and you can't buy that. Exactly, Debbie. That is very true. Speaking of the supply hunt, I've gotten so many messages asking when is the next sale. So this week we will start round 2 of the massive warehouse clearance sales. Thursday and Saturday, we were doing pretty good with doing them on Thursday and Saturday. That seemed to work out pretty well. So we're going to try to stick with Thursday and Saturday. So Thursday of this week will be the next clearance sale.
Do you know the
say that again?
Do you know the hours?
1 to 5. 1 to 5 Mountain.
Let me check.
We're trying to keep it there too. Hi, Christy. You know what? I can actually even tell you what is still left in the warehouse to be clearance. So let me see if I can.
Well, I know you said Christmas.
Yes, definitely Christmas and definitely lots of books. But I made a list. I'm able to get to everything now.
Wonderful.
So, I might be missing a thing or two, but I made a list of what is still to be clearanced. Let me find it here. And see if I can just put it on a document that I can put up on my screen. All right, what happened to...
Margie says she's making a list and checking it twice.
That's right. Okay. Oh, seriously? Did not. Let's try that again.
Dawn, a family soccer game is more important than a sale, so...
Oh, absolutely. Always. All right, why isn't this? Oop, stop right there. Okay. Here we go. Maybe it'll work now. Yeah, you can always watch it back. I'm surprised how many people, we can't make it, watch it back later, and then just message me. Or, oh, that didn't copy very well because, let's see. And let's go over here and what? Here we go. Okay. Does that work? Does that work? This is more trouble than it's worth. Oh my goodness. Okay. And if I do this and make two, some weird kind of, it's almost it's not an echo, but it's almost an echo. It just does some weird thing. I hear my voice, or whoever says whatever in some weird robotical kind of thing. Do you hear it at all?
No, I don't. Anybody else out there hear it?
Okay. Let's see. Maybe this will work. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you. Whoops. No, cancel. Do not knock us out of StreamYard.
Margie says she hears it occasionally.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you and see if you can read this wonky document I have here. Yeah, it's like that. Like, going through the McDonald's drive-thru, like the teacher on Charlie Brown. Share. Okay, can y'all see this? Here's what is left.
Yeah, that looks pretty clear.
Okay, fabric, lots of fabric, lots of cool fabric. I started dividing it into kind of like categories of style. I've got some. Remember last year I went to an estate sale for a professional quilter, and a lot of the fabric I picked up was from hers, and it's really high quality quilting fabric. It's just amazing fabric, and I've just got a ton of it. But I'm trying to divide it into, like, I have 4 or 5 or 6 different fabrics that are all Egyptian type styles.
Oh, really?
They would all go together in making.
I'm interested in Egyptian.
Okay. Oh, there's a lot. And then there's Christmas, of course. And then there's fall, and then there's other things. So that cupboard should be chipboard die.
Ask what that was.
Yeah. I see. It didn't even keep them all in the same line either. That's okay. Chipboard die cuts, like the stamp period chipboard die cuts in the packages, and also the 6x12 sheets. Have both of those. The Stamperia paper and singles, and the Minte paper and singles. There are lots of singles. I think there's still 3 full boxes of singles. Paint and the paint brushes, some tools, doilies and linens. There is at least 1 large bin that I believe is full. I didn't open it because I think that's what it is. And then another smaller one. Christmas, stamps, dies, and embossing folders. There's 13 arts paper. There's Pion. Lots of old books, color media, stencils. Oh man, I pulled all the stencils together. There's tons of stencils. Now that I could get to them all.
Yay for stencils.
I know, we all love stencils. Embellishments, planner supplies. There's lots of planner supplies. I still have a wedding dress. It is already parted out, ready to go, but there is one beautiful that I was saving wedding dress, and rice paper. There's still a full box of rice paper that we haven't been through as well. So there might be a couple other things in there, but that's, probably mostly the gist of it. What is still left. Wait a minute. Where did I set my phone? I don't even know. Did I leave my phone?
Julie, that list is the things that are available that she still has in inventory.
Yeah, those are the things that are still to come out for the clearance sale. And this is not repeating anything. So anything we've already done has been, if there's any left over, they've been put on one side of the room. And then this is a list of what's still to come that we have not touched. Glennis, can you entertain for a minute? I'm going to go see if I left my phone sitting in the bedroom or on the counter or something, because I don't have it.
If anybody took a screenshot of that, we could like mark what it is that we're most interested in and send them all to Marianne. I want stencils. I really like stencils. Especially background stencils with all they look like drips and circles and stuff.
So I'll put a post in the group saying that we're starting up again on Thursday, and I'll put a list. I'll put this list in the group or in that post.
That was my extent of entertaining.
I didn't hear. I ran into the bedroom to see if I left it sitting in there. Did you do a song and dance?
Oh, definitely. Tap dance the whole bit.
Okay, cool. So that's why they're laughing hysterically? That's why I have you do it, not me. They would be rolling on the floor, gasping for air if I did it.
Well, as I've never been able to tap dance in my life.
Me either.
Probably looked pretty funny.
Yeah.
I just found out this week that my husband of 40 odd years took tap dance lessons when he was about 7 or 8 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's always joked about tap dancing, but I never knew he actually knows how to do it.
Huh.
Always new stuff to learn.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool thing to learn.
Yeah.
I would like to have. I never did.
Well, I guess I should take him serious once in a while.
You mean believe what he says?
Yeah.
All right. Enough for that. Oopsie.
Oh, Laura liked my cartwheel. Thank you, Laura.
Nice. I never could do a cartwheel. As a child, I never could do a cartwheel.
I could do a somersault. That was about it.
And it may have something to do with having broken my shoulder when I was 8 years old.
Ooh.
And a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
I could spot anybody and I could teach somebody how to do a cartwheel, round off, back handspring.
Oh boy.
But I couldn't do it. The teacher that couldn't do,
Yeah.
Unless you can't teach. I could teach somebody to do that, but I never could do it. I always wished I could, but harder for tall girls too. The little tiny girls had much easier. They just went flying through the air. I always envied them.
During the Olympics, I love watching the gymnastics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree. It's a very cool talent. It's a very beautiful talent.
And they make it look so effortless, but you know it's taken hours and hours and hours and hours.
And years and years and years. Yeah. But they make it look like, no, just walk out here and, lean over. And that's just what the body does.
Yeah. Like I like watching diving too, because they do these fantastic flips and things that they look really easy.
Yes. Yes, I totally
can't
agree.
swim. I can only dog paddle. So I'm very envious of people who can do stuff in water.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a little bit of an irrational fear of water. I could save myself if if I had to. But okay, here's a question for you. What is I'm just laughing because I'm like, what kind of a question is this to be asking? Your worst fear of way to die. Mine would be drowning. What would be your worst fear of way to die?
For me, it would be fire because I would think that would be really super painful. So I'm really scared of fire.
Yeah. Fires, yeah, that's right behind, but definitely drowning for me.
I don't think drowning would hurt as much.
Maybe not, but I feel like I don't know. Fire, I think I'd probably inhale the smoke and you die of that before you actually burned up.
Oh, and I feel the burning.
Oh, just out in the heat, I feel my skin burning.
Oh.
Out in the hot sun, 110 in Phoenix, and I can feel my skin burning. It's awful. Yeah, I'm allergic to the sun anyway, but could never do a cartwheel. Remember crying in the 5th grade because I couldn't stand on my head and I wasn't going to get an A in the class if I couldn't do it. Oh, yeah, they should not make your grade dependent on your physical ability to do something. Because, there's some of us that just couldn't do that. Remember drowning in a former life? Don't want to do it again. I know, guys, that was a horrible question. That's why I was laughing. I'm sorry. Okay, I have a better question for you. What is the worst summer job you ever had? Ooh, Sylvia, fire. I've been in 3 house fires. 2nd is drowning. 3rd is stroke. Oh, my goodness. That's scary. I'm so sorry you've been in house fires, Sylvia. Okay, away from the death. What's the worst summer job you ever had? As a kid, as an adult, probably mostly as a kid, I would assume. It might take a bit to think of this. I have to go back that many years and think about it. Let's see. Well, I was a car hop when I was 13. I didn't think that was so bad. I mean, I enjoyed it. But as an adult, I'm like, who in their right mind lets their 13-year-old be a car hop?
Linda Cook said she worked tobacco fields when she was 13.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that would have been hard, I bet.
Oh, that's a tough job. Yeah. Wow, Linda. Yeah, I worked hay fields, but yeah, that's not quite the same.
Laura's worst was Burger King. I fell off a ladder and manager made me work my shift, and then I was laid up for months before I could work again.
Oh, how rude.
I remember that.
Fell off the ladder and they made you work anyway?
Mm-hmm.
What a horrible manager. No, what a horrible person to do that. Oh, should have sent you home right away. Yeah, did they have workman's compensation?
I don't think so. I don't think there was any. Not for either.
Wow. Yeah, gym class was awful. None of the teachers would believe I had a bad knee. Because who has a bad knee as a child, right, Laura? Mm-hmm. Those of us who are going into autoimmune diseases, illnesses later in life, that stuff's already in our body. So, yeah.
Well, plus she has a knee that pops out all the time.
Oh, man.
And it got to the point that we just ignored it because she would just pop it back in. But you're around other people and her leg pops out and we all just say,
people wig out.
Yeah, and then she just puts it back in and they're all like, they're going
what?
Yeah.
What?
It just got to be so normal.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Sylvia's worst job was a hawker at a photo cup. At a photo stand.
A hawker at a photo cup stand. Oh, you all up fair. Hot, lost my voice, but Reuben McIntyre came and impromptu jammed at my booth. Sweet.
That would have been great.
Oh, yeah, wow, that made your day. That's cool. Yeah, that'd be awful. Come get your picture put on the cup and you're yelling all day long. Reba probably felt sorry for you. That's awesome.
That is, yeah.
Good thing that she felt sorry for you, because free concert, personal concert, that's awesome. Those kind of stories are the best.
Oh, yeah. You're going to remember them.
Yep. And I love people who do that, knowing that they're helping somebody create that kind of story and memory that they can talk about for the rest of their life.
Oh, yeah.
That's just very cool. Julie never had summer jobs. She started full-time work at 17. Yeah, Laura, I know at that age, we thought we could just work through anything. No big deal. Didn't think about going home. Main manager came in and sent me home right away, but that was hours later. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Margie had surgery and it was fixed until she fell and broke it all up again. Eesh. KK's knee does that too. Oh, man. Maybe we should be the happy clacker knees. The clicky clacker knees. That's crazy. Yeah, wow. Just puts it back in is not easy, but you have to learn, because if it happens when you're alone. Now I wear a knee brace and have no trouble. They wouldn't let me wear a knee brace as a kid. Yeah.
Well, plus, I would freak out and I couldn't put it back in.
Right. Still annoyed by that. They swore the knee brace would make the knee weaker, but it made it stronger. And I had decades I could have been wearing it. Yep. I hear you, Laura. I hear you. Yeah, they think it'll be weaker because your muscles aren't doing all the work. They're relying on this brace. But honestly, it gives your knee support. So you put more weight on it and you do more things with that knee that otherwise you're always baby in the knee, which makes it weaker. So yeah, I get you. Putting my knee back in place once, passed out. Oh, Margie. Knees are just badly designed. I wish I'd known other people with issues growing up. We could have been the bad knee girls. KK's used to click. Oh my gosh. That's funny. You guys are awesome.
I've never had a joint pop out or a broken bone in my life.
What? You better knock on wood now that you say that out loud.
Yeah, I've been quite happy.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Well, I haven't had a lot of joints pop out, a few, but I've had more broken bones. I've had enough broken bones for you and me and a couple other people. So you don't need to. I took care of your part. Yeah, I was the one in the family that was always in the ER. I was the one that always took the risks. Wasn't that I was clumsy. I just took the risks. I just wanted to push it a little farther and see what it was, you know? Always reaching for more.
Yes, Laura, I sprained my ankle all the time. That's something
really?
I have to be careful when I walk.
Yes.
I always look down when I walk to see where I'm going because I do sprain my ankles.
Easy to sprain your ankle. Yeah.
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 I'd rather have a sprained ankle than a popped out knee.
Yeah, or a broken ankle.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I told you the story, I think, when I was 8 and I broke my shoulder. You know, they called it a broken arm, but it was my shoulder. It was right at the shoulder. And so they couldn't put it in a cast. Otherwise, it would be a full body cast because it was literally right at the shoulder.
Yeah.
So put the arm in the cast and the broken part would still be out. So they put me in a sling and just said, you know, be really, really careful with it and don't do this and don't do that. And we need to just give it a chance to reset. And so I'm in 3rd grade and time to go to school. And my mom takes a piece of red fabric, cuts out a great big circle of red fabric and takes a black marker and writes "ouch" right across this big red bullseye. And then she safety pins it to my arm so that everybody would know that my arm hurts and don't touch it. Right? Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think that big red sign was to all the boys?
Oh, the button for them to push.
Was a bullseye. Yeah. So they just started punching me in the arm, going, ouch.
Oh, God. Oh,
Ouch. Like,
oh, God. I can feel it.
Like, really, Mom? And I couldn't get it. I couldn't get my other hand around enough to get the pin open. I couldn't get it off. And like,
oh, my God.
Oh, worst ever.
Laura, these fussy cut birds are all mine. I've done yours already, and they're in an envelope for you.
Ooh. Wow. That's awesome.
I think this is one of the books I got from you, Marianne.
I recognize that book. I really like it. Yeah. Those are beautiful birds. Yeah, boys will be nasty boys. You know, at that age, they're just not thinking that, you know, maybe it really hurts. And you know, I say it's broken. Well, it can't be broken or they would have put it in a cast.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so they're thinking I'm just saying whatever. And so, of course, they're not thinking that they really really are hurting it because it can't be broken. If it's not broken, you're not hurting it. Oh, John, rear end accident in 2007. Knee went into the dash. Wait a minute. Teacher who shoulder that would dislocate off and she just popped it back in. Let's see. I missed something up here. Let me go back up here. Kneecaps click and it really hurts when it does that. And Dawn has the same thing. Knee not bad after it gets popped back in. Okay. The teacher. Okay. Mine goes numb and then stiff, hurts more the next day or so. My neighbor broke my arm when I was in the first grade. And I've been double jointed since. Wow. Wow, Christy. That's crazy. Julie, some people have hypermobile joints. It can be a sign of something else. Oh, it can be a sign of Ellen something syndrome. Taking turmeric seems to help when I take it consistently. Yes, Dawn, I agree with that. There was a documentary about that a long time ago, which I forgot about. Kids can be so cruel sometimes. Yes, they can. I was hit twice head on, and both times my knees jammed into the dashboard because long legs, you know. Had seatbelt on, but still my knees hit the dashboard. And so there's it damaged all the nerves right there. And so I can't kneel on my knees because the pain is so intense if I try to, because all those nerve endings that are right there damaged. But then I've had both knees replaced, but those nerve endings, they're still, so I don't know if I can't kneel on them from the knee replacements or just from, you know, the damaged nerves from the car accidents. I don't know. Either way, can't kneel on them.
Tom can't kneel on the one knee he's had replaced. It's been 3-4 years. He can't kneel on it at all.
You know, some people can and have no problem. Other people can't and never, ever can. So I've just resolved that. I mean, I couldn't kneel on him before because it hurt so bad because of those nerve endings. So I've just come to accept that I can't kneel on him and never will. Husband had 2 little floating bits of cartilage in his knee. It would jam sometimes and put him in shock. But once he was up here, was able to get surgery to remove them. It put him in shock when they would get jammed? That's crazy, Laura.
Yeah, he's originally from Georgia.
I remember you saying that. I'm really intrigued with the fact that it would put him in shock when they would get jammed. I tore my Achilles tendon once, and it never healed right. And what we didn't know was that it tore a piece of bone off of the back of my heel.
Oh, my God.
So 5 years later, when I was still in such pain that I just couldn't handle it anymore, they went in to repair my Achilles and found a 2-inch floating piece of bone at the back of my heel, the shape of an arrowhead.
Oh my God.
That they pulled out. Yeah. Had to reconstruct the Achilles and then reattach it.
Oh my God. That's terrible.
That is scary, Laura. So my float, it's obviously different than my floater in the back of my heel, because that is scary if he goes into shock with that. Wow. Yeah, Dawn, it's really hard to get up when you fall if you can't kneel. I totally understand that. It's like that's why I make sure my phone is on me at all times, because there is no getting up.
Yeah, no, I fall. That's my biggest fear is falling, because that's it. I'm down there till somebody comes by.
Yep. So phones are a wonderful thing.
But we live out in the country, so by the time I phoned anybody,
yeah,
it'd take a while.
Still take a while to get there. I think maybe I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm done with that outside or not. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I need to decide exactly. Oh, I need to find closures. I want to do I don't want to close that until it's completely dry. But I think I want to do a metal closure, like one of those that swings and comes down into. I think I have one. I think I have one somewhere. Okay, so here's a little piece of lace that I rusted. I'm not even sure what I want to do. There's some of these things that I rusted. There's another piece of lace that I patinaed and rusted. All right, I've got gears. They're not all. I can do some more things to them once they're on here as well. Oh, and I love these that we did with Laura, how she taught us how to do these little rivets.
Yeah.
I put some rust on some of mine. Excuse me. I do like those. I was thinking about, maybe I'll put a couple of those back here.
I did find it easier to rust them after they were on.
Yeah. Maybe I will put on the back like that, so that becomes the hinge. I didn't do any in even numbers. It would have been kind of nice to have like 2 up, 2 down, or 3 up, 3 down, but let's see. I know I've got a couple more. Where are they? Maybe they're still over at the other desk. Buried in all the stuff that's there. I know I did at least 2 or 3 that had 5 on it, and 2 or 3 that had 3. There's only one that has 5 right there. So let's see. I'm just making sure it's not in here. Then I'll walk over to the other desk. Get these 2. I could use. Well, not there. So let me walk over to the other desk.
Oh no, time to tap dance again.
You'll still be able to hear me. Or I could use these. I could put these on the side. I could put these down here like this. I could use a couple of these. I rusted and patinaed these, and they were silver, metallic, like little pyramids. Let's see. Like that. I could do. I know. Which look do we like better? I really kind of like this one. All right, let me walk over to the other desk. Let's see. Some mom fell down the steps once. I'll never be able to forget the vision. Oh boy, that's awful, Julie. At least you were there to help her. Margie, you need to get one of those buttons around your neck. Oh, yeah, I can't get down in the bathtub because I can't get out with my knees and hips both being replaced. No, that's been a while since both have been replaced. Can't even think about doing that. Okay, let's see here. I know there's a couple more over here somewhere. Over this rainbow.
No, Candy is she's with her grandson.
Yep, Candy's traveling, taking Eric home, seeing family for a few days. She'll be back. She'll be back by Thursday for the sale.
I hope so.
Yeah, she will.
So important for the sale.
Yes, she is.
I had a really good visit with him.
Yeah. Little shorter than expected or shorter than she wanted for sure. I don't blame her. If I ever have a grandson, I hope he's fun and crafty like that. All right, where did they go? I haven't taken anything off this table. I did scoot it aside to do the altering of the things last Saturday, but it should still be on this table somewhere.
Probably under something.
Under all these bottles of spray and
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. I don't want to have to make more and wait. I don't want to have to take time to make more.
But if you start making more, that's when you'll find them.
Well, that's true. It is very true. But if I go over there to make more, I'm not going to find them over here. All right. That means I'm going to have to get into black gesso again. All right. I do have some flatbacks right here and some paper. Where's the black gesso? It's right there. And oh, come on. You got to show up here. Yeah, I didn't. I moved everything over to make room for the altering the paper and the cards. But I thought I had all that stuff together because everything else is there except a couple of those little things.
Christy wants to know if you have any more bird books because she's looking for one too.
I
thought I'd snap them all up.
I just might. Yeah, you did snap up all that I had right there, but there was all those boxes still to get to.
Yeah.
Christy, I'm going to say yes because I'm pretty darn confident about that. Yep, not seeing them. Shoot. All right. Here we go. Making some more. Maybe I should check the floor. No, I keep the floor over here pretty clean because it's by the mixed media table. And I try not to get the mixed media all over the floor.
Christy would like you to put her down for wanting the bird book, please.
Okay. I will do that.
It's hard to find one that's nice as these ones, the birds are a little big, but they're beautiful to putsy cut out. They're just gorgeous to work with.
They are beautiful birds. Okay. Maybe they're still sitting here and I just didn't see them. Anybody see any more of these? I feel like there's two more long ones. Not there. Maybe I get rid of a couple of these things. They should have.
Laura's saying what she likes about this particular bird book I'm working on is that it's different from any other ones we've seen. We haven't seen it before.
Yeah. That's always nice too.
Yeah.
Not the same old, same old. Well, I have to work on something else.
Margie says, I needed them, Marianne. Sorry.
Oh, you let me get all messy in the black gesso and make them.
Well, sure.
And
She'll
then,
take the finished ones.
exactly. Thanks, Margie. At least they went to a good home. All right. Just really didn't want to get into all this stuff anymore again. So I'm going to do, that'll make a great big long one. And then cut it under there. No, they're not under there. First, I need to glue this down. Oh, I recorded another not necessarily tutorial, more informational. But I think I don't remember if I scheduled it to go out today or if I just thought about scheduling it to go out today. I need to go check, because if I didn't, I need to.
What was it about?
Glossy accents and Nouveau crystal.
I think that. Oh,
Is it
now
out?
you're up after 6 seconds.
No. Oh, no. Oh, not that. Yeah, that was just a quick view of them. But there's an actual, probably 20-minute, 25-minute. I don't remember exactly.
I don't remember in that.
Informational about it. So, okay. Then I probably didn't put that out. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing some shorts. Those, 3 to 30 second things. Because people watch those just because they're short, quick. They go right, past them. So they'll watch them for a few seconds. Everybody just wants to be entertained. And maybe if they see enough things that they like, they'll come join us. One of our shorts has almost 8,000 views. That's the most I've ever had on anything.
I like the shorts because they remind me to go back and look at the original.
Exactly. Yeah. And what I'm trying to do is do a short on all the things that we've done actual lives or tutorials on, so that if they see something and they really like it, that the instructions will be in there too, somewhere. That's the goal. I just as well do 2 of these at the same time, right?
Margie, you have to watch them if they're Marianne shorts.
She doesn't want to watch anybody's shorts. Mine are clean, Margie. Funny. No, yeah, they're. Well, I've never done any, and I will tell you that I know, I really believe, after all my research, and I really believe that the reason our YouTube channel hasn't grown substantially faster is because the majority of things we do are live. Most channels don't do as much live or sales, although our sales are the highest viewed thing on our channel always. And to have, if we weren't doing all these lives every week, I could spend all that time just making 15, 20-minute tutorials on how to make things. Those are the things that people stop to watch because they're, short enough. Some of us will watch longer things, but a lot of people won't. They want to watch short, 15, 30-minute things. How do I make this? Just get right to it. And then if they like more than one, they'll subscribe. But we don't have a lot of that because we do a lot of lives. And so a lot of our tutorials are on 2-hour blocks from lives. And so if somebody's in a hurry to go, oh, I need some ideas of what to do with napkins. And so they search in YouTube what to do with napkins, and it pulls up 5 different channels. And, each one of them says 10 things to do with napkins, which we did on a Monday. I think we did 15. But ours is 2 hours long, and the others are 1 hour long and 30 minutes long. They're going to go to the 30-minute one first. And whether they ever make it to the hour one and the 2-hour one, who knows? But if they're needing ideas or wanting ideas right now, they're going to go to the shortest one, the quickest way to get the ideas. So our lives don't get, they get viewed from us that maybe didn't make it to the live and know we want to go watch, or we go back and, watch to get a step that we don't remember or something like that. So we get lives from our own community. We get watches from our own community on the lives, but we don't get new viewer watches on our lives because they are long. They're 2 hours. And a lot of people don't do 2-hour lives. They do 1 hour or less. And honestly, I've thought about making them 1 hour only because we have so much going on, and I could use that extra hour to record a couple of short tutorials. And so it might be a wise thing to do, but I really do enjoy spending the time with you guys. And so I would miss it. But sometimes I have to think about what's in the best interest of everything and everybody, not just me enjoying hanging out with you. Because I do. So I'm trying to get some of those shorts on, even if it's going back to the lives and looking at what did we make, and then taking the things that we made and just showing those in a 6-second short or something, so that maybe somebody will see it that likes it and wants to come look at the actual live tutorial. And I'm trying to, none of it's difficult, guys. It's just all a matter of time. Everything is time consuming. And most people that do sales don't also do, all this many lives a week, and they don't do tutorials as well. And most people who do tutorials don't do sales, and most people who do lives don't do tutorials. It's just I know, Glennis, just don't even say it. I'm over ambitious and I want to do it all. I want to.
Thinking of what Sylvia is saying, if I didn't have people demanding food, clean clothes, and uplifting conversation,
Exactly.
I would have time to watch longer ones.
Exactly. Then everybody's got that in their lives. But yeah, I just want to have everything for everybody. So I want to have the sales there. I want to have the lives, spend time with you. I want to have the short tutorials for those who want that. I just want to have everything for everybody. And I can't. There just literally isn't enough hours in the day, besides the people who want fresh water in their bowl and a little bit of loving attention and scratching behind the ears and, some food on his plate, stuff like that. Then, yeah, I totally hear you. So, I have thought about making our lives 1 hour, and so I could appoint that extra hour to making some shorter tutorials, just 15, 20-minute tutorials. What I did record that, and I'll go in and put it out today. I couldn't remember if I said it to go, but I took 9 different, I don't know, what do you call them? They're not really mediums, are they? Like glossy accents?
Yeah, that'd be a medium.
Yeah, it is a medium. I took 9 different products, 9 different mediums that all do the same type of thing. as glossy accents. And you saw that in the 6-second one. They were all lined up. And I went through and I put them on something similar. And so I could talk about how it goes on and what it does and what it looks like, how it feels and all of that. And then I had some that I had already done previously that I switched out. And so you could see after it's dry, what does it look like and what does it do? So you could compare all 9 and what's going to be the end result. Because like at the sale, when we had these, if you haven't ever used them, that's everybody was asking, the extra gloss, the extra matte, and the heavy body finish. What's the difference? So these 3 were 3 of the ones that I did. The glossy accents, these 3 Stamperia, the Nouveau Crystal Glaze.
Did you do the nail polish?
I did. Aleene's Paper Glaze. I did a glossy and a matte gel polish coat, like the top coat, a glossy and a gel that you have to use. Oh my goodness. Goodness, what is it, Laura? You have to stick your fingers, or you'd have to stick that under the light. What's the light? I just went blank. The light that hardens it so that it's not just sticky.
Did you temper it?
Ultraviolet light. That is it. No, it's the UV light. Yeah, if you use the gel coating, whether glossy or matte, you have to put it under a UV light like this. Hang on here. Oh, I just unplugged it. You have to put it under a UV light to dry it, to set it. Otherwise, it'll just be sticky. So I did a glossy and a matte. I did the 3 Stamperias. I did glossy accents, the Nouveau. I did Aleene's Paper Glaze. I did the Stamperia Collage Gel. Is that 9? That's 9. Yeah, so that's it. And it's kind of cool to see how they all turned out, what the differences are. Not sure those are even the same size. They're going to be bigger, but that's okay. So I'll get that one out there because that was really an interesting one. If you don't have them all, everybody's saying UV, and I just didn't even look at the comments. Sorry, guys. Thank you. I should know. They always have my back, and they always tell me what it is. I just need to look. Just need to look. They're all hollering, "Look, will ya?"
I wasn't watching either because I'm fussy cutting. So.
Oh man. Let's see. Maybe I'll just do like this. How far apart did I put these? Those turned out a little closer than that. Let's put those down and see. Whoop. Oh, I just dropped the lid into the trash. Well, it's easier to get out of the trash than off the floor. Glennis, what is that flip up, flip out pocket tag thingy?
With everybody all over, he's complaining about how hot it is. So I did a folio, a flippy floppy folio that's all on winter. And I'm just putting the finishing stipples in it. So this is how, oh my, yeah, there we are.
For winter folio, that's awesome.
And it's got all these little flips and cards and tucks and stuff, and it's all in blues and whites. And so I'm just going through right now and putting the Nouveau drops on. This opens up.
And it's going to make us feel all wintry. I love that idea. That was really smart when everybody's complaining about winter.
It flips every which way.
That's cool.
So that's one of the things I'm working on right now is just going through and letting the drops dry. Except where I just smushed some, but that's okay.
Bring it towards you. Put it like right where your pink stuff is. There you go. Now they can see it really well. Because they're curious. They wanted to see it. Is that one going to go in the shop for sale?
After I take the video, yep, which I'm hoping to do today or tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
All I got to do is the drops.
Cool.
Just here's everybody going on and on about
how hot
the
it is.
heat. So I thought, well,
Yep.
and I love doing folios so much.
Yeah.
So I thought, let's do one for winter, make it nice and cool.
That's a great idea. Everybody's loving it. Oh, goodness. And I need to remember to end early so I can make it to physical therapy.
Yeah, it's only 1:30.
Okay. Well, if it's 1:30, I have about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Need a couple minutes to change my clothes and 18 minutes to get there.
Yeah, that's going to be pushing it tight then if you do that.
Yeah, but, you guys are more important.
Of course we are.
Always. Dawn, I am making more of these strips of rivets, steampunk rivets that Laura taught us how to make, because I know I have 2 more this size that have 5 on them, and I can't find them. I thought I put all of those things together in here so I would have them together for this box, and they're not there. At least I don't see them in there. So I'm just making some more so I can finish this box. Glue all over, but I decided I'm just going to leave it because it won't matter. Steampunk, it should be all grungy. So when color gets on that glue, it'll just build up. Not doing a very good job of spacing them, though. I got so much glue on there, I can't tell where they should be spaced. That's okay.
Julie, it was Laura Witchy. It wasn't Laura, Laura?
Yeah, Witchy Laura.
It was a Wednesday night, I think.
Yep, we had a Wednesday night and then I think a Tuesday night. I went live with her on her channel. A lot of you were there. And oops, she taught me how to alter this box and do it steampunk. And she taught us how to make these rivets with just cardstock and black gesso and flat back of any kind. And
I love the rivets.
I do too. That was a brilliant idea. My favorite takeaway from that.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of them, but that was one of my favorites. Probably my favorite. Yeah, so as soon as they're dry, then I can put all kinds of stuff on them and make them look old and rusty metal, patinaed metal rivets. So I made a bunch of different. This one got white gesso on it when we did the splatter night. So I'll just put some stuff over that. So I thought I'll just make a long one here and then I could cut it.
They were so easy to make and they look so fantastic, but it's not something you ever think about. Like I never would have come up with that on my own.
Right. I wouldn't even have thought of making them. And they're super easy. And you always have flatbacks and you always have scraps of cardstock. You can even use regular paper because you're going to end up down.
Yeah.
I had plenty of scraps of cardstock sitting there, but regular paper because you're going to glue them down so they don't need to be strong.
And I layered up a couple pieces of paper to make them thicker.
Okay. Yeah, I folded a piece of cardstock in half, glued it together to make them a little bit thicker and give it little dimension of like it's thicker like metal. And that was just oh, there is one more. I could put one on here.
Julie, she's going to put the link in Happy Paper People group.
You know what, Julie? I think the link is still in Happy Paper People Facebook group, pinned up to the top. I'm pretty sure it was up to the top. And we did it at night on Laura's channel. It was at night on a Tuesday and a Wednesday night. I think the first one was a Wednesday. The second one was a Tuesday, if I remember right. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong on that. Or was it a Monday? Nah.
I don't think it was a Monday.
I don't either. I think it was a Wednesday and a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I just remember it not being the same night of the week. But okay. Yeah, I will get him and bring him into Happy Paper People YouTube channel. But right now, I think the link is still pinned to the top of the group because I put him up there to let everybody know, you know, where we were going to be that night. So yeah, you just folded that piece of paper in half, glued it together, covered it with black gesso. These look like they're not in a line because there's extra glue everywhere. So the pearls are pretty much in a line, but the glue goes out over here and it goes out down there. And I got extra glue everywhere. I'm just going to leave it because that will add to the dimension. Okay, so that once those are dry, I'll be able to go over the top of them. But so if I do 2 of those,
you've got 2 minutes
there. Okay, if I do 2 of those right there, like they are the hinge, that would be. Although, you know, the steel doesn't bend like that to be a hinge. Mine does. I like it as the hinge, but yeah, that it doesn't really. I do have metal hinges, and I need to find. Let me look at my metals right here and see if the closure is in there.
Julie, what you need to do is just search for altered box or something. Altered cigar box would probably pull it up.
Did you go to the top of our Facebook page?
She doesn't see it there, and I don't remember it being there either.
At least one of them is there. If you scroll, you have to scroll through the featured. There's probably 5 or 6 that are featured up there. I don't think I took them off. I can go look. But let's see. Ooh, I've got leather. I could do it with leather. Julie, you could go to One-Legged Witchy Woman. That's her YouTube channel, One-Legged Witchy Woman. And it was in July. And it will say on there, collaboration with Happy Paper People with Marianne. One-Legged Witchy Woman.
I think her Facebook group is Laura's
Lair. But if you go to her YouTube channel, that's where you'll find the.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The videos.
Yeah.
And they were in July, and she did title them collaboration with us, so they should be easy to find in July. There's 2 of them. Watch the first one first. It was the first one that she taught us how to do that rivet.
Okay, yeah. Linda put up a link to it.
Oh, thanks, Linda.
And so did Margie. Good people.
Yes. They always got you covered.
You get going.
All right, let's see here. It's not in my metals, so I wonder if I pulled it off of something. Hmm. You know what would also look cool on these?
Sylvia wants to nap, but you have to leave first.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll be leaving, Sylvia. I'd rather nap, but I got to go to PT. These, the altered scraps we did.
Yep.
These things, like the edges of the watercolor paper, they would look really cool on these boxes too. Those need to be finished altering, but oh, I don't want to go. I want to keep hanging out with you guys, playing and working on this.
Tough.
I know. It is tough. Oh, let's see. These might make cool feet. I don't really have a... I know, I need to go. I need to go.
What time do you think you'll be back home?
4.
You could always do an impromptu craft.
Yeah.
But only
I would love to. I just don't have time to. I would really love to. I don't have time to. I've got to finalize the logo and stuff and the orders tonight, and the orders for the subscription box stuff. Boxes. That would make a good foot. I'll use that as the foot. Right, 2.
I wish Candy was here. She'd be able to get you off. Listen
to
her.
You know what? If Candy was here, I'd be able to walk away and just leave you guys hanging out and crafting. And then she could, if y'all want to leave, she could shut it down. But it will only let me put one other person as admin on StreamYard, so I can't even...
No, it's better being Candy.
Give somebody else that ability.
So I'm going to sign off and say goodbye.
Oh.
I have to run to the little girl's room anyways.
3 of those, so I'm going to need another one of those anyway. I need 4 for feet. All right, guys, I do need to go. I got to get to PT, and oh, shoot. I'm late. Oh,
I've been trying to tell you that.
So much fun. I miss you. I miss hanging out with you guys when I'm so busy. It just feels like it's been forever, even if it hasn't been. Sylvia, go take a nap. You can play later. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with us on Monday. And hopefully you made a little progress on something, even cleaning something up, organizing it, whatever it is. Bye. Is that Margie from the commercial? Bye. See y'all later. Bye-bye.